Infographics are an excellent tool that we've been doing a lot for our clients and even for our own internal efforts for SEO to basically create good, viral, shareable content and ultimately drive inbound links and traffic from other websites to yours. So this has a lot of really great benefits, and we're going to walk into what they are, how we build them, and why they're successful for our clients and why they'll be successful for you. So what is an infographic? It is quite simply a fun visual representation of, it could be data, it could be text, but it's a visual representation of information. The benefits are very straightforward. You're going to drive traffic to your site, which everyone loves, and you're going to drive links, which are really, the heart of really jumping your organic, your SEO rankings. So we have link building benefits. You're going to find people linking to them from Twitter and from Facebook. You're going to find people posting, so you can see that the rise and fall of Yahoo infographic posted on TechCrunch. You're going to see the LA Times picking up an infographic on Foursquare. This is a little bit daunting, but this is sort of the way that we visualize the process, the infographic behind the infographic, if you will. It starts out in concepting, and then you sort of on one half have the design, where you have to, actually have a designer take the information you want to present and put it in a thematic and fun and entertaining visual presentation. On the other side, you really have the PR. It's just because you build it doesn't mean that it will come, and that's going to be true with a website and true with things like infographics. And finally, the goal, of course, is traffic and links. So we divide our infographic creation into 4 major categories: educational, humorous, controversial, and newsworthy. And we have the design reflect that. So we have an educational here, one on jet lag. We have a humorous one on the truth about farts, which was an infographic that got a tremendous amount of press and virality. We have controversial ones, and then you have newsworthy, and this is just sort of topical and newsworthy. So once you create your infographic, the next step is you need a platform in which to easily share it. Because basically what you're doing is creating content that you're giving away to other people. And the implicit sort of arrangement by giving them away this content is that they link back to you. They send you traffic, they send you links, they say thank you. So to make it really easy to facilitate this, we'll create a page something like this. So this is an infographic distribution page, and this is part of what we do for clients when we do an infographic. So you can see here we have the title of the infographic. We have a smaller version of the infographic on the left. You have a description on the right. And then you actually flat out give the copy and paste code that they can just paste onto their website or blog, and links not only to the infographic image itself, but also has a link back to you. And those links are what is so valuable when it comes to SEO. So once you've created the infographic, you've created the page that's sort of that platform to share. And finally, we're going to move into seeding and distribution. So we're going to, you can do press releases. These, they don't have a huge amount of benefit, but they're cheap and easy, and so it's always beneficial to do it. Really, the meat of really getting it out there is going to be personal reach out. So, when we do infographics for others or for ourselves, we identify lists of bloggers and writers and news outlets that might really benefit from basically like the content you created for them. So, we did one for advertising in the Super Bowl, and we built the whole infographic. And then the night after the night of the Super Bowl, we reached out to a bunch of sports outlets and advertising outlets and did this on a real one-to-one basis. And then finally, go out and blog on your own blog on other people's blogs. I mean, the fact is you've created something that, if you've done it correctly, is great content. It's interesting in its own right. So you don't have to, beg, borrow, steal to get those links. And again, you use, if you have Twitter, you want to tweet about it, you want to talk about it. If you have email lists of your clients or customers or friends, you get it out however you can. So a quick case study that we did, we made this infographic that actually became quite famous called Which Female Tech Influence Are You? It's a kind of a fun parody on, silly women's magazines, quizzes, who's the man for you? And ultimately, the goal of this is to highlight some really successful, women in technology, Marissa Mayer, Sheryl Sandberg, and Carolyn McCarthy, and so forth. And it was done in kind of this fun parody. The interesting thing here is it got a lot of really controversial results. Some people loved it, some people hated it, some people thought this set back the women's rights movement. Others thought it was cute, tongue in cheek, and made a point. For us, it really was the more people talked, the more people found it controversial, interesting, got in arguments with others about it. They set the message boards on fire and Twitter, into a tizzy, and that's all great for us. It was all more. It was more links. It was more traffic. And, ultimately we got picked up by TechCrunch, and then CNN picked it up on the homepage of their technology part of their website, and they basically picked up the controversy about the infographic was their story, got picked up by fashion blogs, tech blogs, news sites, and in the end of it, we got, a considerable spike in traffic, 17,000 page views with average time on site of 9 minutes. A massive increase in traffic. So really, really successful, and tweets from really relevant industry leaders. So all in all, kind of an exceptional story, but a real just kind of eye-opening into this power of creating good content and then giving it out to other people.